Hello everyone, welcome to the series of control system lecture. I am Anshu, teaching in James Engineering College in EE department, and today I'll discuss some numerical problems on block diagram reduction techniques. Let's take an example. Suppose I've taken this example. So what we need to find here is we need to find the transfer function of the block diagram. So for this, first we have to understand the problem. So we can see that there are four system gains in this problem: G1, G2, G3 and G4, and there are three feedbacks. One is H1, H2 and one is your unity feedback. So what we need to find here is the overall transfer function of this block diagram. So for finding the transfer function, we know that the transfer function is nothing but a ratio of Laplace transform of the output to the Laplace transform of the input with zero initial condition. So as we can see, the input as output Rs and Ys are already in the Laplace domain, that is S domain. So we need a ratio of Ys by Rs. Now, first of all, whenever we are discussing a block diagram numerical, what we need to identify is the closed loops. So whenever we are having a closed loop, we can find its transfer function easily. So here we can see that we have a closed loop. G2, G3 and G4 is a closed loop. So by solving this closed loop, we can find the transfer function and we can eliminate this block. For that, first what we need to move this takeoff point somewhere. So we need to either take it there or there. Okay, so what we gonna do, first of all, we will shift this takeoff point from point A. So we are applying to moving the takeoff point ahead the block. So we are moving this takeoff point here. So when we move this takeoff point from point A to point B, then what will we have? We'll be having a system with a, we can see G2 and G3 are in cascade. So it will become G2 into G3 and G4 is in parallel with this G2 and G3. So whenever we are having a forward gain with a parallel gain, then we know we'll apply rule number 1, that is these two will get added. So what we'll be having, G4 plus G2 into G3 by eliminating the loop I. So this is our step number 1. Now step number 2 is, so we are having this closed loop. So by solving this, we have got G4 plus G2 into G3. Next we can see this is also a closed loop. For that, we need to shift this point B somewhere. So we will shift the point B. So we'll move the takeoff point behind the block G4 plus G2 into G3. So we'll move this takeoff point B in order to have this closed loop. So we'll move this takeoff point B behind the block. So we'll move it somewhere here. So next we'll be having this closed loop. When you solve this closed loop, we'll be having gain upon 1 plus gain into feedback, because the feedback, we can see the feedback was negative feedback. The formula will become gain upon 1 plus gain into feedback. Okay, so this will be the new system gain. Now we can see that G2 and G4, G2, G3 are in cascade, that means they'll get multiplied. Again we'll be having this closed loop. By solving this closed loop, we'll again apply the formula for closed loop, that is gain upon, this is a whole, this block will be a gain upon 1 plus gain into feedback. This is your system feedback. Again this closed loop is get eliminated. Next we are having this whole as your closed loop with a negative feedback. So this will become gain upon 1 plus gain into feedback. So from this, by solving this, we can find the overall transfer function ys by rs is g1 into g4 plus g2 into g3 divide by 1 plus g1 g2 h1 plus h2 g4 plus g2 into g3 plus g1 into g4 plus g2. So this will be the whole transfer function of the system that we desire. Next we'll take another example. So we need to find the transfer function of the following system. So again we are having the input as rs, reference input, output as ys. Here we are having two system gains, g1 g2. We can see three summing points over here, all with two summing points are with negative feedback, one summing point is with positive feedback, and we have three feedback as h1 h2 and h3. So in order to solve this, first we eliminate loop I. Say this is your loop I, and we need to eliminate this closed loop. For eliminating this closed loop, will apply that whenever we are having a negative feedback, then the transfer function is the gain upon 1 plus gain into feedback, that is g2 divided by 1 plus g2 into h2. So this is your transfer function of the closed loop. Next, will move the takeoff point A behind the block. So we'll move this takeoff point behind the block. So whenever we moved a takeoff point behind the block, so this will be a new block diagram. So that means in the feedback we have multiplied the same this transfer function. So when we solve this, so we need to eliminate this second loop. So when we eliminate this second loop, that means we can see these two system gains are in cascade, so they'll get added. So the whole feedback will become h3 plus h1 into 1 plus g2 into h2 divided by g2. So next we are having again this closed loop with this as your feedback. So we'll be having a system with the gain upon 1 plus gain into feedback. So overall transfer function ys or rs will be g1 g2 divided by 1 plus g2 h2 plus g1 g2 h3 plus g1 h1 plus g1 g2 h1 h2. We are discussing the third example on block diagram reduction. Again we need to find the transfer function of the system with rs as your reference input, ys as output. Here we are having four system gain g1 g2 g3 g4, and we are having four feedback as h1 h2 h3 and h4. So first we need to identify is your closed loop. So first we need, what we'll do, first of all we'll shift this takeoff point somewhere behind the block G4. So by moving this takeoff point behind the block, what we'll be having, we'll be having a closed loop with G3 and G4 as cascaded. So we'll eliminate this loop I. So next we are having G3 G4 into H4. So whenever we are applying this rule for moving a takeoff point behind a block, so the reciprocal of this block G4 will be added in the feedback loop. So by eliminating this feedback, this closed loop will be having G3 G4 as system gain, H4 as a feedback. So this will become G3 G4 H4. So that will give you G3 G4 divided by 1 plus G3 G4 H4. Again we'll be having G2 as cascaded with this block. So next we are having a closed loop. So this will give you G2 G3 G4 divided by 1 plus G3 G4 H4. Next we are having again this closed loop. So we'll solve this closed loop and we'll solve this loop 2. So when you solve this loop 2, what we have, this will be your system gain upon 1 plus gain into feedback. When you solve this, you'll get a transfer function as G2 G3 G4 1 plus G3 G4 H4 plus G2 G3 H3. Next we are having this closed loop. So whenever you are having a closed loop, again we'll apply gain upon 1 plus gain into feedback. So when you solve this, so loop 3 will give you H2 minus G4 H1 divided by G4. So by solving these two, we'll get this new gain and this new feedback. So when you solve these two, you'll get the overall transfer function ys by rs as g1 g2 g3 g4 divided by 1 plus g2 g3 h3 plus g3 g4 h4 plus g1 g2 g3 h2 minus g1 g2 g3 g4 h1. So next we'll discuss one more example on block diagram reduction. So this will be the last example I'm discussing with you. Rest you may practice on your own. So in this again we are having a reference input as rs, output as ys, 3 system gain g1 g2 g3, 3 feedback, one is your h1 g2 and g4 is also your feedback. So here what we're gonna do, we'll move a takeoff point or pick-off point ahead behind the block. So we'll move this takeoff point behind the block. So you may see when you move this takeoff point behind the block, so we'll move the point A to point B. So what we have G3 reciprocal of G3 added in the feedback. Next we eliminate this closed loop. So when you eliminate this closed loop, what we have G2 G3 and divided by H1 H1 divided by G3 plus H2, and again we have this loop. So when you eliminate this loop I, so what we'll have this, we have added both the feedback as H1 G3 plus H2 and this will be your closed loop. So by solving loop 2 we'll be having this as your transfer function. So next we have this whole block, again we'll add these two feedback. So this will be your new gain G1 G2 G3 divided by 1 plus G2 H1 plus G2 G3 H2. So this will be your two cascaded gain. So this is your feedback. H1 G3 will be your feedback. So this will give you, so by eliminating loop 2 we'll be having this as your transfer function. Next we are having a positive feedback G4 in cascaded. So the overall transfer function will become TS is equal to ratio of output by input ys by rs is as G4 plus G1 G2 G3 divided by 1 plus G2 H1 plus G2 G3 H2 plus G1 G2 H1. So thank you, have a nice day, and next I'll discuss signal flow graph on in this series. Thank you everyone.